Hi there, I'm Laura. I'm a fourth year medical student at Queen's University Belfast, and today in this video I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how to best understand the healthcare system in Northern Ireland as a university student. Tip number 1. It's really important that when you arrive at university, you join and register at a GP surgery. Your GP or family doctor is your first point of contact when you have an issue with your health. They can assist with health checkups, things like vaccines, and they're also able to direct you to other parts of the NHS if you need them. As a university student in Belfast, you're able to join any NHS GP surgery within the South Belfast area. One of the closest GP surgeries to the campus within walking distance is Kensington Medical Centre. One of the major benefits of being a student in Belfast and Northern Ireland is that you do not need to pay for your NHS services such as prescriptions or appointments with your GP. Other services such as sexual health clinics and also mental health services are also all free through the NHS. Tip number 2. It's really important that you ensure you are fully vaccinated and up to date with all the vaccines that are required by the university for the country that you have travelled from. This is to ensure that everyone that arrives on campus is safe and healthy. I'd highly recommend that you bring a vaccination card with a history of when and which vaccines you have been given. This will help avoid any confusion in the future. If you're unsure or in doubt of which vaccinations you require or have already been given, please ensure that you get in touch with your GP or nurses at your GP surgery. They will be able to help you further with this. Common vaccines such as the MMR vaccine and meningitis vaccine are important and recommended for most university students. If you have not received these or wish to receive these, you can request them through your GP. Tip number 3. In Northern Ireland, our emergency services such as the ambulance, fire and police are all accessed via the 999 emergency line. This is to be used in life-threatening and emergency situations only. It is a limited resource and under immense pressure at the minute in Northern Ireland. So for instances, when you have a minor injury, for example, you can use a separate phone line called Phone First for triage. This can be called on the number that you can see on the screen. This phone line enables you to be assessed via phone, and if they deem it necessary, they can then assist you further and send you to the appropriate places. Tip number 4. Your GP is your gateway to the NHS and is your first point of contact if you believe you need to see a specialist. Please make an appointment with your GP if you wish to talk about matters regarding specialist advice, and they will be able to point you in the right direction and refer you onto these services. Tip number 5. As you may already be aware, waiting times in A&Es or emergency departments can be quite long. If you are attending or accompanying someone attending an A&E or emergency department, I'd recommend going prepared. You may wish to consider bringing some essential things along with you for your time in A&E. These may include phone chargers, water, snacks, and potentially your health and care number if you have this. Your health and care number is similar to your NHS number. This is something specific to Northern Ireland, and don't worry if you don't have this, it can be accessed through records online. However, it does speed up the process of identifying who you are when you arrive in A&E if you have access to this. Tip number 6. In Belfast, we are very fortunate to have access to 3 major hospitals. The Mater Hospital, the Royal Hospital, and on the outskirts of Belfast, there's the Ulster Hospital, Dundonald. All 3 of these hospitals are equipped with an emergency department and can be accessed in different parts of the city, so please make yourself aware of which is your closest hospital. Tip number 7. If you require GP services in the hours that they are not open, you are able to contact a GP out-of-hours service. This is available to you if you need urgent assistance with something outside of your GP's normal opening hours. The GP out-of-hours services are open from 6 p.m. each weekday until your GP surgery opens its next morning, and on weekends and bank holidays it's a 24-hour service. To get in contact with the GP out-of-hours service, please phone the number seen on the screen. This will allow you to have a consultation over the phone with a GP. They will be able to assist you and direct you to the further services that you might require. This phone line is designed for people to access if they have urgent medical questions and requirements. It's not designed for people to use in place of normal regular appointments with your GP. Tip number 8. If you're dealing with low mood, you're feeling in distress or despair and wish to talk to someone in confidence, there are several helplines and centres across Northern Ireland that you can access. Please see on screen and in the caption below for more details on how to contact these numbers. These are private and confidential lines and they are open 24 hours a day. So my final tip is to access and use the NHS website. It has a great A to Z guide on virtually every illness, disease and treatment available. They also have information on how to get help and seek advice on a variety of different conditions. You can find their website in the caption below or on screen. They have lots and lots of information with links to videos and more guidance, and they can also direct you to other places as well. So that's all my tips and tricks on how to best understand the healthcare system in Northern Ireland. It does differ from other parts of Europe and the UK, so it's worth being up to date and aware of how best to use this service. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you have the best time while studying here in Northern Ireland. Thanks for watching, and you can find all of my links and numbers that I mentioned in this video in the description down below.